Guys, good morning. It is about 6 something in the morning. I wanted to do a quick mini garden tour before my family wakes up. So that means I'm skipping my morning routine. There's no morning yoga, there's no morning meditation. I haven't even had my tea yet. But that's okay. Hopefully I can get that stuff done when I get back in the house. So I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. Okay, so right now, everything is just kind of out of place because we have a lot of backyard projects that need to get done. So like I said, this is just going to be a mini garden tour, and I'm just going to quickly show you just a few things, not everything, just so I can make this short. So anyway, this bed here, it's just here temporarily, even though it's been here for months, until we get everything in its place, and then I will figure out where I'm going to put it. So I have some small variety of pumpkin growing in this container underneath, and then up here is just my herbs. So I just have some stevia, rosemary, tarragon that has gone to seed. There's some dill behind it that has gone to seed. I also have some lemon thyme and some onion chives that I cut down not too long ago, and they've already grown back. Excuse the traffic in the background. Our backyard faces a really busy road, so there's always the noise of cars driving by, which is kind of why I hate doing videos, because it's annoying. So anyway, here's some purple sage, some lavender that I've already harvested from, and there was a lot of parsley here. I cut that down as well, and it looks like it's kind of dying back a little bit, but that's okay. So anyway, we're gonna head this way. I need to take that to the front because it's garbage. We can head this way, and like I said, don't pay no attention to all the random pots and things I have laying around. Like I said, there's a lot of cleanup that needs to be done. So this bed, this is one of the newest beds. I did this last fall, so it's only been here less than a year. So I have some Korean melon growing there. There's some plantain leaf, some calendula, and there's some more calendula coming up there. This is my hibiscus sapdorifa. Really, garbage truck? Jeez. Like I said, sometimes it just gets really loud. So my hibiscus sapdorifa, aka Jamaican sorrel, that I grow every year. And underneath it, I have my Moon and Stars watermelon. I have some sunflowers growing here, and just a little bit of corn. I had some corn planted earlier in the season, so this was just a small second round of corn that I sprinkled some DE on top of. And this is my pear tree, and I do have some pears left on the tree right here. I actually need to harvest those like now. And then I did have a big branch that had about 32 pears on it, and it was hanging down, and there's a plane. It was hanging down, and I just knew it was gonna snap. And that day I said, I'm gonna wait until the sun goes down so I can string it up, and before the day was over, it snapped. So I lost about 32 pears. I was able to preserve half of them, and you know, it is what it is. So over here I have some pink lemonade blueberries, my passion fruit vine, and my Meyer lemon bush that has, you know, a nice amount of lemons on it. So then I have my gooseberries, a grapevine, and some yellow flowers, some yellow sunflowers in there. There's a little pollinator friend, and some more pink lemonade blueberries. So now over here I have to redo this area because so much rain has caused the mulch to wash away, and now the grass is growing up through the mulch. So I'm slowly putting down cardboard and remulching. This was all mulch as well, the walkway, and it was getting washed away, so I decided to change it to pea gravel, and that has been working out pretty good. Greenhouse. I just cleaned out the greenhouse maybe about a week and a half or so ago, so I just still have to do that one shelf. I'm probably going to regret that being there because I'm pretty sure I'm going to run into it, but I needed the extra shelving, so I'm just going to try to be really careful. It's a small greenhouse, and I was hoping to have a bigger one by the end of the season, but we're running out of time and we have way too many projects to complete. So over here, this is a mess as well. more grass growing. I need to pull it up, and I need to clean up my sitting area. So I have a Caracara orange, a small pawpaw. I have some cucamelons growing here. I have on long sleeve even though it's hot because the mosquitoes are disrespectful. Cucamelons and some blue butterfly peas. So here's one right there. I have lots of white cosmos. One of my only surviving cucumber plants. Here's some tomatoes with some more of that DE sprinkled on it to keep the pests away. And this is my lovely L-shaped bed that I put together at the beginning of the season. There was a different bed here, but I decided I didn't like it, so I changed it to this. So over here, I actually just planted that corn not too long ago, and it's already producing. It's a dwarf variety, so it produces pretty quickly. Here's some more of that DE sprinkled on my watermelons, and this is a Benny watermelon, so it's a compact variety. I think the vine is only about 2.5, maybe 3 feet. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, I have some watermelons growing. And right here I have what is this? My bitter melon growing up this trellis. This is my first time growing bitter melon, so we'll see what happens. This is my squash bed with the netting on top, and well, it was working out pretty well until I had to pull up the white radishes that I had planted in there, because white radishes help deter, however you say it, I can't even speak right now, squash bugs. But the minute I had to pull them up because they started bolting, the squash bugs found their way in, and I'm pretty sure there was plenty of space in there for them to crawl in. And I'm looking at some squash bug eggs right now, and you can also see the damage of the leaves. But let me see, there's a cluster of eggs right there. I can't focus because of the netting, so I'm gonna get in there and get those before they hatch. Oh, and there's some more. Yeah, I don't think so. You know what's making me mad? There's a praying mantis living in there, and they eat squash bugs, and he's not doing his job. So yeah, moving on. Here's this bed here. I cleared out this section because I'm preparing for fall. There's some tomatoes, there's some zinnias. There's a zinnia there that has bloomed, and these beans are like non-stop growing. But I'm not gonna pick these because I'm all beaned out and I want to collect the seeds. So now, behind this bed is my muscadine vine, and as you can see, there's some muscadines in there. And here's the other side. And behind the muscadine bush is what I call the jungle. The jungle is very viney. There's nothing over here except for all the bushes and vines and this big giant ash tree. So in the spring, I'm gonna turn this corner of the yard into a cottage garden and plant plenty of flowers. And over here I have this bed. Sometimes I don't like to go in there because I feel trapped because there's so much surrounded this bed. But I have some jicama, some beans and potatoes, some beans right here. Oh, mosquitoes on my hand. And there is some rhubarb behind the beans. There's some old corn that I need to pull up, white sage, damiana, some squash trailing from underneath the they're actually planted under the corn because I did the Three Sisters method. So there's also some beans. You can see the beans going up the fence. My neighbors are going to be happy about that. Some eggplant, and there's some okra behind the eggplant. So of course there's more in that bed, but like I said, I didn't want to point out everything in this video. Just wanted to do a mini garden tour so you guys can see what I'm working with. By the time fall gets here, I'm gonna have between 2 to 6 new garden beds. I know that by the time spring gets here, all 6 will be completed, but I at least need to put the 2 beds because there's gonna be a bed specifically for garlic and then another one for onions. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to show you a little something that's going on in the garden, and thank you for watching. See you next video.